Alright everyone, how's it going? It's Aiden here, back with another video. We're about to go hit a lift, but today's topic of the video is going to be how I transformed my body in 2 years. So if you don't know just a little bit about myself, I used to be an athlete. I was a swimmer, I played soccer, and I wasn't really like lifting weights on a consistent basis by any means. And then my senior year of high school, which was roughly 2 years ago, I started seriously lifting weights on a consistent basis every week, and I kind of just fell in love with it. But I know not everyone has that like pure passion for the gym. It's not really like their main hobby like it is for me. But I want to talk about some tips and tricks that I use to keep myself in love with the gym, and hopefully you can apply them to your own life as well. Before we get on the road, we're gonna cook up some pre.
Your cup holder?
Maybe I'll just balance it on my wheel. And then if it spills on me, it'll look like I peed myself.
Bro, that's dangerous, bro.
But yeah, we got the orange creamsicle Kaio pump pre-workout, so it's got 0 caffeine. Full scoop in there on deck. There we go. Now if this spills on me, it's really gonna suck. All right, I'm putting it in the cup holder. I'm not doing this. But yeah, this stuff tastes amazing. Highly recommend it. If you want to get some for yourself, you can go to cloutpower.com and use my code CHIN at checkout. You'll get 15% off. Save yourself some money. But yeah, let's get headed to the gym. The first point I want to bring up with how I grew in those 2 years is going to be enjoying fitness. So you don't have to have that innate love for the gym. You can have things surrounding the gym that you like to do. Put on some clothes that you like. Put on that playlist that really speaks to you. Take your pre-workout. Find a lifting partner. Maybe even get a lifting group. There's a lot of things you can do to make it more enjoyable for yourself. Really dial in on those things, and it'll make you want to go every single day. We're starting out with an incline dumbbell press. We're going to be going 2 sets to failure. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we finished up the incline dumbbell press, and now we're gonna be moving on to some cable flies. But before we get into that, I wanna give you guys some more fitness knowledge that I learned in my 2 years. So my next tip is gonna be changing up your training style. When you first start out in the gym, you're super intimidated as is, so it's really hard to think about like, how should I be training? When I first started, I was going to Planet Fitness, and I was just like you know, I was doing my 2 sets or 3 sets of 12, because that's how the old guys did it. They would do like sets of 12. They would do pretty like low weight for themselves. Most people start out from a structurally bodybuilding program, right? You're doing like maybe a chest day on one day, maybe a back day on another day. Whatever it may be, whatever you like to do, because you should stick to what you like to do. That's gonna make it more fun. But just changing that little thing, making your reps lower, more intense training, lower reps, higher weight, little tweaks like that, that's what's gonna set your physique apart. Definitely consider exploring different styles of training too. Like you got powerlifting, you got bodybuilding, you got CrossFit, you got calisthenics. Whatever you wanna do, that's what you should do. Don't let someone tell you like, oh, you need to be powerlifting and lifting 300 plus pounds. Do what you have the most fun doing, because that's what's gonna result in your best physique. We're gonna be doing 3 different cable fly variations. We've got mid cable flies, high to low cable flies, and low to high cable flies, hitting the chest from all 3 angles. We're gonna be going intense, we're gonna be going hard, and we're gonna have some freaking fun. So let's go. All right, so that wraps up the chest portion of today's workout. But the next thing that really propelled my fitness is dieting and sleep. I don't want to say no one utilizes them, but they could definitely be utilized more. Like if you look at some of the old school bodybuilders, they were taking a lot of rest days, a lot more than people do now. And obviously things were different back then, but you definitely want to prioritize taking at least 1 rest day per week. And dieting is also super important, especially if you're trying to cut down on body fat. Dieting is like your best friend. When you're just starting out, just pay attention to what you're eating. Just be conscious of it, and you will see a big difference, trust me. For the first time I cut, I just hopped on a chicken and rice diet, and I noticed myself get super lean super quick. I'm sure you've seen this before too, Freddie, but like people will be doing like ab circuits, posting them on Instagram and saying that's your guide to like six-pack abs. That is not the case at all. That is false information. Like, your abs are there, they're just under a layer of fat. So like, if you trim down, trust me, you're gonna see some abs, no matter like how blocky your abs are.
Abs are made in the kitchen.
Abs are made in the kitchen. But yeah, bro, dieting, sleep, rest days, all super important for your gains. But with all that in mind, just train hard, do those things, and you're gonna see results regardless. We're gonna go hit some shoulders, dumbbell shoulder press, and then dumbbell lateral raises, so let's destroy our shoulders. All right, we finished up shoulders, felt pretty good. Back when I first started lifting, I wasn't actually even making content. And then right when I entered college, I started making vlogs. But these vlogs weren't fitness based, they were mainly just like daily vlogs, like my day-to-day life. The second I started making fitness content, this might not be applicable to you because not all of you make content, but if you start making content along with a hobby that you really like, you're gonna take that hobby 200% more seriously. I definitely grew a lot more muscle when I started making gym videos. I think it's like an added layer of pressure, but it's also, I want to be able to show you guys my progress works and what I'm saying is valuable. So whether it be the gym or whether it be something else, if you're creating content alongside with a hobby of yours, I always think is a positive thing, and that hobby is just gonna flourish. We're about to move into some triceps now. We're doing some overhead skull crushers, and then we're also gonna be moving into some cable tricep pushdowns. These are my staples for triceps. Some form of a skull crusher is always good for the long head, and then the tricep bar pushdowns, always a go-to, always a go-to. So let's get right into those. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope at the very least you can take something away from it and apply it to your own life. That's what kind of makes me happy in the fitness space, is just seeing that I've made an influence on someone else's life in a positive way. If you guys are interested in discounted workout supplements or anime gym clothes, you can check out my codes up here. But I will see you guys in the next video. New videos every single Sunday. Stay tuned for more. Stay active and stay productive.